Greetings to another video. Today is very exciting because I'm going to talk to you about some of my 2020 plans, and some of them are probably most likely to involve some of you. So I'm going to talk about some of the stuff that I've signed up for, planned, and I'll talk about some of the other stuff and just a bit of an update on what's going to be happening next year. So the first thing that I'm going to be doing is, if you follow me on Instagram, you'll know because I've talked about it on there. I'm going to go to Australia in January for the Tour Down Under. So it's going to be so exciting. That is where I first started riding. That's where I bought my first bike, and yeah, I'm just very excited. And while I'm going to be there, I'm going to ride from Melbourne to Adelaide for the start of the Tour Down Under. So that's very exciting. If any of you are in Australia, in Melbourne or Adelaide, and want to ride, let me know in the comments. I will be around for, I think, maybe 3-ish weeks, maybe 3.5 weeks. So I will be there. The plan was actually to ride with Cycling Maven. If you don't know who Cycling Maven is, a guy called Mark Ferguson, you probably do, who was a cycling YouTuber and is now doing more family stuff. But yeah, we were meant to ride together, but something's come up with work, so potentially I might be riding it on my own. Potentially will be riding it with a couple of other people, who knows, but I will be riding my bike in sunshine, hopefully, in Australia in January. So that's the first thing coming up. A couple of other things that I have signed up for. So I've signed up for the Dirty Reaver. If you don't know what the Dirty Reaver is, that is a gravel event up in Scotland. So yeah, I am going to be getting into gravel more. I've done a little bit of gravel, but it's definitely something that I want to do more of in 2020. And I guess signing up to the Dirty Reaver is I better just give me a bit of focus, I think, to have an event coming up, so that'll get me out riding a little bit more on gravel. What else? Actually, today I found out if I've got a place on All Points North. That is something that I really want to do, but I know there are a lot of people that applied to do it. So if I do get a place, that'll be very good. Obviously, after seeing last year's attempt, that'll be definitely one that I want to go back and just absolutely smash it, mate, smash it. But yeah, that's what I feel like I really want to do. A couple of other events, I'm trying to think of a couple of others that I've signed up for. Okay, so another thing that I will be doing is a fair bit of bike packing. So I've got two things that are what's the word? The outline of what I want to do, but I don't really want to be I'm doing this and then not end up doing it. But I guess it doesn't really matter. Because I know you're not going to be oh my God, Kate, you said in December you're going to do this and now you're not doing it. But one of those things will be something across Europe with a group of my lovely buddies. So there's a group of us that are just going to bike pack from a point to a point somewhere in Europe, somewhere else in Europe. We've not necessarily decided where yet, but that'll be happening in summer, so that'll be very fun. What else is there? Okay, another thing that I have got planned, which involves you lot. So there's going to be a couple of set rides that I'm going to do, set places. I will announce them closer to the time, but I definitely want to do a few more meetup rides. Whether they're all in the UK or not, I'm still deciding on what I want to do with that. But I definitely want 2020 to be more of a year of actually getting out with some of you. And so that's I guess that's the base of what I want to do. So have some set planned rides with some of you. And then on top of that, I'm working on something very exciting that I can't really talk, or I can talk about it, but I don't want to. I want to make sure that everything is tied up with a little bow, and then tell you about that. But I think, yeah, that'll be really exciting. That is something that I want to do with you. So I'm just kind of figuring out the logistics of how that's going to work, and then I will get back to you about that. But just know it's very exciting, it'll be very fun, and yeah, I don't know anyone that's actually done this before, so yeah, that's quite exciting for me and for you to join ways and ride bikes. But yeah, that's one thing that I really want to do, but I can't really talk about it. I can really talk about it, but I want to make sure that you get the gist. So yeah, I guess the main things are going to be gravel and endurance. There's a couple of different endurance events that I want to do, and yeah, so the main one being All Points North. Another one, I don't think basically there's a set route, but the date it clashes with one of my other events, so I might just do the route at a different time. But yeah, again, I guess I'll talk more about that in future. What else? Also, another plan. You might notice behind me, there is no bike. And the reason for this is going to be coming up in a future video. But I mean, if you read between the lines, I mean, there's no bike now, and there will be another bike soon. New bike. New, potentially, well, there will be 2 new bikes. But I'm going to talk to you about that in another video. But this is just like my plan in general for 2020. So yeah, more gravel, bike packing, endurance rides, more stuff with you, and yeah, I guess that is it. If there's anything that specifically you think, oh my god, I would love to see what that event is like, or that country is like, even if there's anything that you think I would love to see Katie do, leave it in the comments, because there's so many different events going on. And yeah, so yeah, there's gravel, bike packing, endurance, probably not going to be any racing. I know I've done a whole separate video on this. I just don't think it's for me. I think also as well, I don't know whether I mentioned this in the other video, but I want to be honest now about it. When I actually looked back on my British cycling race history thing, and I think there were 10 different races. The way that I looked at that, and this is not right if you are really into racing, is that I saw that as 10 weekends or 10 opportunities I didn't do like an Audax or an adventure ride, and that is what 2020 is going to be all about for me. I want it to be adventures, I want it to be new places, I want it to be with new people, some different collaborations are in the pipeline. So yeah, I'm very excited. That's what I've spent probably, because I've not been very well, I've had a little bit of a snotty nose, so in this time where I've not really been doing any riding, I've just put my calendar of events and different things that I want to do on a little thing. And that's why I thought I'm going to come to you today and chat to you about what I want to do, because obviously there's not been anything cycling related, because I've just been blowing my nose for the past week. So also, I feel like I should say as well, I never actually, and I meant to do something about this, I meant to mention this in a video and I didn't. We managed to get to 30,000 subscribers, and I'm like, yay! And I think for me, it's not necessarily about numbers all the time. Obviously it's YouTube and you can get pulled into the numbers factor of it. But for me, success on YouTube is about how many people's lives I can potentially help or inspire or encourage. And judging by your comments and support over the last couple of years, I feel like I'm doing that, and I'm really proud of it really. Just proud of putting myself through some long rides, putting myself through the tears of some stuff, and I love hearing your stories of things, of how I have encouraged you to do things. And that is another reason why I wanted to try gravel. There was an event that was on the same day as a gravel event that was more like the stuff that I'm used to doing. I was like, do you know what? No, I want to document me trying something new, i.e. gravel, and maybe being a bit crap at it at first, and maybe taking forever to get around a 20k course or something. But I want to do that because I want to just find a different thing that I want to try. Like racing was last year. I figured out, I tried it, wasn't for me. Let's try gravel, let's try more adventure, let's try... Anyway, I'm babbling on. I'm just very excited about 2020 and filling this space with a new bike. But yes, I will keep you posted about that. So thank you for all the support, all the comments, all the likes, and all the messages on Instagram. And if you don't follow me on Instagram already, my Instagram is @KatieKookaburra with a 1 on the end. And yeah, I will see you later on in the week. Hope you had a lovely weekend, and I will see you soon.